Hello guys, it's Dale here with a new video. Today I'll talk about Bitcoin, and the reason for that is because Bitcoin is heading towards a very strong resistance, which I think is very likely to turn the general direction of the way where the Bitcoin goes in the upcoming days and maybe weeks. So let's check it out. So what you're looking at is the Bitcoin chart. We are looking at the daily time frame. This is my favorite time frame to do such long-term analysis. And what I want to talk about in here is this strong resistance at 29,400. Now, there are three reasons why I think that this should work as a strong resistance. The first reason is volume profile setup. The volume profile setup is called the trend setup. And it goes like this. When there is a strong trend, like this trend right here, you want to look into the trend and how volumes were distributed there. And what you look for is significant volume clusters, like this one. This is very strong volume cluster formed within the downtrend. And this volume cluster is telling us that strong sellers who are pushing the price downwards were adding massively to their short positions in here, and afterwards they continued to push the price even lower. So this is now a super important zone for strong sellers, and when the price hits this zone, it's likely that those sellers will become active. They'll be defending this heavy volume zone because it's very important for them, because they placed a lot of their shorts there, and that's why they should push the price downwards from there. Alright, so the first reason why I think that this should work as a strong resistance is the volume profile setup called the trend setup. This is a setup which I use on a daily basis for my intraday trades, but I also use it for my swing trading and for planning long-term investments. So this is a setup which you can use across all different time frames, and it is one of my most favorite volume profile setups. Now, what I especially like is when this setup is combined with a price action setup. Let me show you. This is actually the reason number 2 why I think that this should work as a very strong resistance. If I extend the line, this line, like this, then you can see that the price made very strong reactions to this level in the past. This means that this worked as a very strong support in the past, right? This worked as a very strong support. Then the price blew past that support in here, and that turned the support into a newly formed resistance. Right? This is what happens when a strong support gets breached. It turns into a new resistance. And as you can see, this is exactly at the level we found using volume profile. And this is what I was telling you is my favorite combo of two trading setups: volume profile setup and this price action setup. Now, apart from all this, there's also one more reason why I think that this should work as a strong resistance. If you were watching my price action webinar, or if you were reading my volume profile book, then there's a pattern, price action pattern, which I like to use. The pattern is called AB equals CD, and it goes like this. You measure distance from a swing point, the lowest swing point, to this swing point, right? So this is the point A, this is point B, then the price needs to retrace to another swing point, which is C, and then the distance from A to B needs to be the same distance as from C to D. So this is how you find the D. You measure the distance. So it's the same as from A to B. Let me show you with Fibo That's how I measure the distance. So this is the distance from A to B. And now I move the Fibo. The starting point is in here, in the point C, in the swing point C. And right here, it shows that the point D is in here, right? What I did was I measured the distance from A to B using the Fibo tool and placed it in here. So the same distance is from C to D. This is how I found this place. And as you can see now, the point D is at our level. All right, and from the point D, the price should turn. Now I know that this pattern may look silly, especially when I like trading using volume profile, VWAP, order flow, and stuff that focuses on tracking institutional trading activity. And this is sort of a silly pattern strategy, but believe me, I've used this strategy for many years. It's battle proven and it simply works. And it's based on the fact that the markets tend to move in a wave-like manner, like this. Right? This is why this strategy works. As I was saying, it's battle proven and that's why I'm using it. That's why I believe in it. And important thing to say here is that I'm not using this as my main strategy. My main strategies are volume-based strategies. This is only a thing that sort of complements those. And if there's a confluence of this AB equals CD strategy with the volume profile strategy, then it makes the level stronger. All right, like in this case. So those are the three reasons why I think that this level at 29,400 should work as a very strong resistance. And when the price reaches this resistance, I expect a very strong reaction. Now, if for some reason the price shoots past that and goes above this heavy volume zone, then there'll be not really anything standing in a way, no resistance at all, until very roughly, let me show you, this heavy volume zone, which is around 39,000 or 40,000. All right, so if the price goes above 32 or 33, then it's very likely that it will continue towards the 40,000 mark, because there simply isn't any strong resistance standing in the way. All right, so that's my take on Bitcoin. If you guys are interested in learning more about volume profile trading, and if you would like to trade alongside me every day, then I recommend visiting my website. This is it, trader-dale.com. If you click this button, which says browse courses, then it will take you to this page where you can browse my courses. There are two. The first one is called the Elite Pack. It focuses on volume profile trading. The other one is called the Order Flow Pack, and it focuses on day trading with order flow. So check those packs out. If you have any questions, there's a quick chat on my website. Yeah, right here. So if you have any questions, leave them there and you'll have them answered in no time. So that's about that. That's about the video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy trading.